what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table. We about to break it all down. So we about to what? Break bread right now. So, of course, you know, we kings, we queens. So let's talk about these crowns and the purpose right now of us even talking like this. Of us even talking like this. For a lot of us, we think, we just following a trend, but believe it or not, trends gotta follow the macro. You feel me? The universe or energies that's putting it out. You know what I'm saying? The unseen. So in these days and times where we dealing with a little bit of Rona, you know what I'm talking about? Hmm. Again, I would encourage you to go back and check out the video I did recently of a reaction, dealing with the secrets of Corona and the crowns that come with it. Yeah, Corona simply is a plasma that's coming off the sun. So when it gets to the point of you wondering like, dang, I know church they said we should wear a crown. I know people keep calling me king, but I don't feel like no king. Hmm. Tell you right now, this when we get our crowns. This when we get our crowns. It's through the adversity, how we act now, how we move, that's gonna determine where you fit in this whole thing. Cause believe it or not, kings and queens didn't just rule in good times. How you carry yourself, how you treat the people you say you love. All of that is gonna play out right now. And it's gonna determine, like, don't get it twisted. There was other kings and queens outside of the kings and queens that we show reverence to. You feel me? Or reference. And they was mistreating they people. They people were peasants. They people like, come on now. Excuse me, who wanna be a king or queen of a whole bunch of nobodies? Of a whole bunch of nobodies. And a lot of times they a whole bunch of nobodies because the kings and queens don't teach them what they know and how to go about shit. So for me, family, I'm letting you know, like, my whole reason for giving this information as I get it, you know what I'm saying? So we all can be in tune with the season and be seasoned. Then you don't gotta worry about like, dang, I wish I knew this. I just need to catch up on this. Like, nah, recognize everything that you doing is tuning you in. And the fact that you keep on getting the revelations that you looking for just goes to show your life is but a confirmation. Your life is but a confirmation. So every step that you taking is confirming your existence. Shout out to my sister Triple C's. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, please. Make sure y'all hit that like button because you know they trying to ban the positive man for what they don't understand. And they keep saying we don't give a damn about positivity. But I know if you over here, you seen my light, it's because you was looking for something to edify you. And so today, the good news is we got our crowns, G. Now, how you gonna rule, though? How you gonna rule, though? Are you gonna rule on some dictatorship? You know what I'm saying? You better than everybody and everybody else need to catch up? That's some peasants. Everybody around you gonna be peasants. If you wonder why you around a whole bunch of nothing ass people, it's because you ain't teaching nobody nothing. You ain't teaching nobody none of the shit you getting. You just using it against people, for real, for real. When you think about it, to withhold information and not teach people is basically using it against them. You know what I'm saying? It's like holding on to information for later use. So in order to keep your crown and don't want people to off your head, your own people, make sure you share what you know. And again, I'm reminded of a conversation I had with my OG just last night. He like, man, bruh, I respect what you doing. I really do respect what you doing. And you got it. In my head, I'm like, man, this another full circle moment for me. This is another moment where I'm coming in contact with people from my past and they telling me they see the growth. They telling me like, dang, all the work you put in wasn't for naught because I see you. And these are some, like I said, these people I looked up to. And now they look to me. So it's like I tell them, y'all poured the water in me. and now I'm pouring it back. So that's another reason why it's important to wear your crown in such a way that whenever people around you, they are edified by your presence, not terrified, not feeling like I'm just lucky to be around you. Cause I'm gonna point it back to you if you point it at me. I'm gonna say, shoot, I'm only great cause you great. You can't recognize something that ain't in you, whether you choosing to express it today or not. It's obviously in you if you see it in me. And furthermore, family, like, for a lot of us, we got work to put in, right? I'm telling you, you got work to put in. Grand Rising. Grand Rising, Christian. Make sure you subscribe. If you new around here, I sure appreciate you anyway. But you got to make sure you ready to put this work in. Don't get no crown for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And quite frankly, man, my bro made it in here. Appreciate you coming through, bro. Everybody share the link at least once, man, so we can go up, elevate the energy in here. Again, when it comes to getting your crown, right? Gotta put some work in, G. Gotta put some work in. And when it comes to, things being a little hard on you, you know what I'm saying, at times, recognize this is taking you where you say you want to go. So in that moment, when you usually would complain, or even if you do find yourself complaining, have another conversation with yourself. You know what? We tripping. Because this is what we asked for. And this is the direction that we chose to go. So let's make the best of it and not trip about, hey, dang, now that I'm here, I want that. Let that be your drive. Let that be your drive, but appreciate where you at first. Because if you can't appreciate where you at, you can't use where you at to get to where you want to go. What I'm doing. And I'm right on time with what I'm doing right now. I want to say I appreciate, everybody for being themselves, first of all. Don't let this conversation go, in vain or make you feel like, dang, I need to catch up. I need to catch up. Nope. 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 Tell you right now, when you start saying that, that's a feeling of regret to an extent. That's a feeling of feeling like, dang, you know what? Maybe if I was just here, then I'll be all right. You know what I mean? Maybe if I was here, I'd be all right. But truth be told, that's just the drive within you letting you know, like, we still got more work to do. We still got more work to do. So you can't get comfortable. They say it's what you tolerate. It's what you tolerate that's going to bring you down. But if you always elevating yourself, it ain't no bringing you down. 1 second, y'all. 1 second, 1 second. Rock with me. Yeah, had to get rid of that background. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, family, I just want y'all to keep this in mind. Because I know they tricking a lot of us out of our shit. They tricking a lot of us out of it. Making us feel like, man, shout out to you, K-Shay. Oh, appreciate you for coming back through, family. But they tricking a lot of us out of our greatness. Like I said yesterday, some of us, we got the best spade hand going. And we steady more trying to give it up. Oh man, I'm tired. This life too much because they got us in this matrix that make us feel like, the God-given gifts that we was given from our parents don't matter. The fact that we was born ready for the elements that surround us. No matter where you put us, this carbon, this melanin gonna take care of me. Gonna take care of me, gonna cover my ass. You feel me? So they had to create a system where it's like you are less than in the system. Whereas the true system in which all of us fall under. Like the best example I can give you is a lot of my brothers, we be like, man, we got to figure out how to do better for us and our families and stop being ruled by these other people. And so a lot of times people be like, well, how you going to create a system within a system? Hey, they did it. They did it. Because the first system is nature. And the fact that you thrived in nature, they had to pull you out of nature pull you out of nature. So recognize when they telling you, man, you might go to the store, it might not be no food. Okay, okay. We about to go back to nature, G. We about to go back to nature. And not to mention, I don't gotta worry about you playing with my food no more. I don't gotta worry about that. The manipulation through food. Oh yeah, yeah. They got you food. They got you food. When you think, oh, as long as I ain't on heroin, as long as I ain't on perks, I'm good. But if you can't get that, man, if you can't get your oppressor out your stomach, nigga he don't even gotta press you. You gonna press yourself out. Cause you too scared to go in. To go in. I ain't telling you go out here and be looking for no, man, bro. Don't be looking for no smoke, G. Cause for a lot of us, you're not prepared for what come with that. But the real smoke you need to be checking out is the smoke that's within you. Yourself got smoke with you. For all the times you ain't pay no attention when self was trying to say, you know what? We not feeling so well, and I need you to take a break. But your job said, you better be here, because if you late, you fired. And what you do? You push that to the side. I ain't knocking you, but I need you to use that same energy. I need you to use that same energy for you to uplift you. While they want you to go over here and do what's best for them, I need you to come back over here and do what's best for you. Shout out to you, Shabo. Cleveland in the building. I need you to tune in and do what's best for you. Again, for some of us that's new, y'all don't know, we ask to become more sensitive. Because people don't realize we are very, very insensitive. Very insensitive. And we have been made to be desensitized about things that we should care about. We literally should care about. You know, people will tell you quick, like, you know what? That ain't my problem. Them ain't my kids. Wow. But then when the kids out here wilding and doing all type of stuff that's coming to your house, then you want to say, where your parents at? Where your parents at? Well, it's apparent that none of the adults around them gave a damn while they was kids. So guess what? The environment they was raised in made it to where they don't give a damn about nobody else. They don't give a damn about nobody else. And you can't even get mad because that's the balance. That's the balance. But you want to make sure now that you know that's the balance. Don't keep putting that out there. Don't keep doing things in front of kids that you wouldn't do in front of your kids. Because that's what I noticed. A lot of people be like, man, I wouldn't do that shit in front of my kids, but these people don't got their kids in a situation to where they don't see this. Well, then you don't do it in front of them. It's that simple. You don't do it in front of them. And the fact that we get away from the group or the family-oriented type of thinking leads us to this whole individualism. To the point, you know what, big bro, the reason, big sis, why they able to pick off the people who was here for us, the people that was doing for our communities, and it's so easy, because everybody felt like somebody else gonna do it. Everybody feel like somebody else gonna do it. So nobody seeks to do nothing. Make sure y'all hit that like button so the algorithm go out and share this mother at least once. You ask me, share it to 3 people. You feel me? Mother, father, child. But everybody sitting back waiting on the next person to do something. So therefore, when somebody do finally, you know, get a fire lit under them, feel like they don't have no choice but to speak about what's going on, guess what? It's easy for them to pick them off at that point because they the only one. They the only one talking that shit. So we already know who we looking for. That's how they, like, you just made it easy on us. But don't think I'm knocking you for the fact that you not saying nothing. I'm just encouraging you to say something because I know it's words within you that are just as powerful. You feel me? Just as powerful. And if you think your words don't have power, peep how when we was all on one accord, I'm talking about black people, white people, pink people, yellow people, was talking about no more. No more after George Floyd. What happened? The world was like, nah, we gotta change this, we gotta change this. Matter of fact, they had to shut down. Like, nah, we gotta shut down, G. We gotta shut it down and regroup. But you would tell your brother or your sister who say, you know what, I need to move around because where I am now, it don't benefit me. You know what I'm saying? It's to the benefit of everybody else but me. And you tell them, sure, you running, you scared. I'm running, I'm scared, but you ain't doing shit here, period. But going along with the agenda. A lot of us is going so far along with the agenda, this ridiculous, G. It's ridiculous. To the point, they don't gotta do nothing to you. You bring them to the crib, you sick them on your family, you know what I'm saying? You let them know what it is. The easiest way to get to you. The easiest way to get to you. A lot of people be like, man, if I come home, my food ain't made, man, I got a problem. Come on, bro, you more than that. Sis, you more than that. You feel me? Go on in there, that's a sign, shoot. Maybe it's that time to cook that recipe you was planning on cooking. Cook that thing for yourself and feel that sense of accomplishment that makes that meal worth eating. You feel me? I don't know about none of y'all, but try this. Try this. Make your own food. See how you feel from the sense of accomplishment and see, don't you recognize, man, the reason why this shit tastes so good is because I made it. Like, we as humans, that's what I mean by put that work in. When you put that work in, you be like, man, I ain't tripping. Either way, because I know I did what I was supposed to do, and I had to lighten the weight. See, a lot of us don't recognize when you're talking about getting that weight off of you, feeling oppressed or depressed, you feel me? It's because a lot of us are avoiding what we supposed to do. And so now, every day that go by, that shit weigh on you, weigh on you, weigh on you, weigh on you. But guess what? Life ain't gonna keep on waiting on you. Think about how many people died with their greatness still in them. You don't want that, family. You don't want that for yourself. You do not want that for yourself. Promise you. That's gonna make you feel like, man, you know what? I don't know what all this was for. I don't know what all this was for. If this how it's gonna go. That's how it's gonna make you feel. But at the same time, you gotta keep on going because again, what builds character? How you act when the cards are down. If you can't rise to the occasion when the cards is down, you ain't talking about nothing. It's easy to talk that shit. It's easy to talk that shit when ain't nothing going on. When ain't nothing going on, G. Oh yeah, we all can talk some shit. Give me a second. I gotta get these clothes out the dryer. I'm gonna keep talking to y'all though. We good. But it's easy to talk shit when ain't nothing going on. But when everything is going wrong, I wanna see how you get it on. You feel me? I wanna see if you take that energy and let that fuel you. You feel me? Take that energy from, feeling like, dang, all the cards is against me. But you know what? I used to tell myself this all the time. When my back against the wall, I'm coming out fighting. Come out fighting. Come out fighting. And I also notice for our people, we usually don't do shit till our back against the wall. Till our back is against the wall. Shout out to you, Westside Rider. Make sure you share this for me, sis. Share this for me, fam. To at least 2 to 3 people. For the mother, father, and child. And when your back against the wall, that's when you get a chance to show who you really are. That's when you get a chance to show all this work you've been putting in, what it was all about. What it was all about. So, count it all. As grandma would say, count it all joy when you find yourself in a messed up situation. You feel me? Because even you recognizing that it's a messed up situation is an opportunity for a change. It's an opportunity for a change. So be that change. Be that change by changing how you respond. By changing the way you react. But if we keep on reacting the same way, you're going to keep on getting the same outcome. Y'all know how it go. The definition of insanity is what? Keep doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome, right? So we're going to do a new thing. We're going to do a new thing. When problems come up on us, we're going to say, I'm glad it happened like that. I'm glad it happened like that. And now I can. You feel me? Now I can do what I always knew to do in the first place. And sometimes you ain't going to know what to do. You ain't going to know what to do but step out and watch how them answers come to you. ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's a lot of times I just turn the camera on and let it work. Let the spirit flow. Because one thing for certain, once you put that work in, it's coming out. That's why them athletes work out like they do. That's why they make them work out and have practice 5 days out the week during at least 5 days out the week. Why? So when things happen, when that adversity or that play come up, cause see they don't even talk like that. You feel me? They just like shit. When I call your play, G, be ready. Be ready. So a lot of these athletes, guess what? They gearing them to where when I call your play, you gonna be ready. I don't care what time it is in the game. It could be late in the game, and we need this. You feel me? I'm calling your play. So when life happen to you and you feel like, man, this is it, man. They calling your play, G. They calling this your time to score that big touchdown, to be that man or woman that you always knew yourself to be. See, I don't know about y'all. When I used to pray, I used to hear me. I identified with that voice so much that I became it. I became it. So when people, remind me of the road that I'm on and say, man, hey, you on that same path as Jesus, you know what? I chose it. Because I said, who he talking to? I want to know who he talking to. And once you get past the middleman and stop looking at other people like they so much better than you and you can't, it ain't nothing you can't do. Believe me. Ain't nothing you can't do. That's why I'm so grateful to my ancestors. I'm so grateful to my ancestors. I'm so grateful to my ancestors that what I believe, I can achieve and I receive. I am so grateful that people want to hear me, so I give them substance when I speak. I am so grateful that I no longer have to lift a finger nor speak to defend me, but my actions precede me. And my gift will always make a way for me. That's why I tell y'all gotta walk in y'all gift. You got to. Because ain't nothing else gonna make a way for you. Nah, I promise you. Ain't nothing else gonna make a way for you. And sometimes, for a lot of us, our gift is as simple as having the gift to know when other people are on point or off. For a lot of us, we seen so much off shit to the point I could tell you when a motherfucker off. You feel me? But don't get caught up in that. Because then I should have had you up here on a witch hunt. But utilize it when it's necessary. One thing I heard was, a lot of people waste their judgments on other people, right? To the point when it comes time for them to make the best decisions, that's why they can't. Because they spend so much time talking about other people's problems to the point, damn, when it comes, they don't got no energy left to even discuss their problems, to even address their problems. But to me, it's like, what's the point? Why waste your time solving everybody else's problems, but your shit just piling up? You might come to find out working on yourself go hand in hand. They say those who know do, right? Those who don't teach. So while you trying to figure it out, teach other people. Teach other people. So then it becomes practice for you. You constantly going over it. Like, I'm going to start sharing with y'all some of the language classes me and the kids have. But I started teaching them Swahili in different languages because I want to learn those languages, right? And I feel like the easiest way for me to learn it is to continuously be teaching somebody else. So therefore, it becomes practice to me. It becomes practice to me. And after so long of practicing, family, let me tell you the great news, though. The great news, though. You develop new habits. Not to mention, people don't even remember you for the motherfucker you used to be. Man, shout out to my brother Lonnie, Columbus in his smart. People don't even remember the person you used to be. So for a lot of us, we scared to make the change because we like, man, people gonna always remind me of this. No, they won't. And even when they do, it's gonna get to a point you be like, dang, you know what? That was me at one point in time. That sure was, bruh. But I'm so glad that ain't me no more. That ain't me no more. Get there. Get there. Get your crown, G. Get your crown. And for a lot of us, y'all know y'all be like, man, this bread had long than a month. Hey, you got to gear up, G. You got to gear up. For a lot of us, we've been so desensitized or so inflamed with being distracted with shit that's driving us insane to the point we got to turn our antennas back on. We got to turn them back on. For some of y'all probably need to go through the vanity process. You know, some of the earliest stages of growing your hair in a natural way. For a lot of us, we have to break down the strongholds that's on us that told us our hair was bad, or our hair was this, our hair was that. So I would suggest you take the initiation of decreasing your vanity, because your vanity is not supported in your culture for real. It's really supported in these subcultures they got us living in. That ain't nothing but breadcrumbs that should be leading you back to your true culture. But you won't notice if you ain't looking for it. You won't notice it. You'll be like, oh man, this is cool. They do this. I like how they be sipping tea. I'll tell you like this. If you ever find a tree that got all the fruit of every tree that you thought existed, that's the original. That's the original. It has all the diversities known in nature. So everything else is just a derivative. And when you recognize you're the original, that's good news. To wake up every day and know that. And to explore it and constantly get confirmation to where you can't ignore it. So you gotta tell the good news like, hey, fool, hey, they lied to you. They lied to you. Bruh. They lied to you just so they could be God to you. They lied to you just so they could be God to you. What that make you then, G? Sound like they tried to put the sleeping giant to sleep, huh? They put the sleeping giant down, didn't they? But I'm gonna wake your ass up. I ain't gonna be mean about it though. I'm gonna do like my daddy used to tell me. Wake up, champ. Wake up, champ. Cause I know the fight you got coming. But I also know, guess what? You the one. You the one to knock it out. We ain't waiting on nobody else. We ain't waiting on nobody else. You the one we been looking for. And the way niggas gonna know is cause you putting that work in. You putting that work in. You gotta keep pushing. Yeah, bruh. That's how you know we bros. That's how you know we family, because they said in the time. When it's time, we will all come online. Oh, where we at? Where we at? What we talking about? What energy do you feel when people talking this? You feel that fire in your gut that make you say, you know what? Yeah, we can take it. We can take it all back. But guess what? All you got to do is go in. Take you back. Take the time for you. And everything else just falls into place. No matter where they put you. No matter where you wind up at, you always find like, dang, hold on. This was for me. Oh, okay, I see why I'm here. Yeah, I'm glad I got the moving. I'm glad I got out the house. And in certain cases, my mom used to be like, man, come on outside. I used to be like, man, why she keep on making me come outside? Then I'm out there and I'm interacting with some people and I'm building with some people. And I'm like, we get back in the car. I'm like, Mom, I'm so glad you know what I'm saying, encouraged me to come out. You made me come. You feel me? And that's all I'm trying to do for the family. You feel me? I'm trying to give back some of that nurturing and motherly love of, hey, come on out. Come on out. I know you getting in tune with yourself, but express it, please. Express it. If you got love for me, if you got love for the other people that are, fulfilling certain things or that are within you, don't let us stick out like a sore thumb. Like you don't got nothing in you that everybody else need to hear too. But when we all standing up, ain't shit motherfucker can do. How you gonna ever take my brother if he close to me? You gonna take both of us, but I'm telling you, I'm not going. If it's me or you, I think I know who it's gonna be. I think I know who it's gonna be. Cause I'm prepared for it. I'm prepared for it. And a lot of times, they want to keep us busy being distracted, so we just keep on doing, how do I put it? Crimes of passion. Ain't nothing wrong with your passion. But if your passion leads to you doing something you don't even want to be doing, then what we doing? What we doing? What are we doing? It get to the point you like, man, you know what? I got to really start vetting the shit that I'm doing, because going forward, I don't want to get caught out here doing some shit that if I died in that moment, I'm gonna be in my soul going off. Like, y'all don't know how many people died. So how many people died out here whose souls are tormented, all because they didn't do what they were supposed to do. But they worked. Oh no, they worked. They fell in with the routine and the agenda. But I'm telling you, that ain't enough. That ain't enough. That real work is that shit that light a fire under you. That shit that make you feel so good when you doing it. Like right now, I feel so good. I feel so good. I feel so good. Like I know I should because I'm doing the right thing. I'm not just doing this because I'm a black man, but I'm doing this because I'm righteous. I'm righteous. When you see people doing things they don't have to do, but they steady more trying to instill things in other people that they know is already in them, but somebody just got to reveal it to them. Somebody got to say, I see you. That's what I be doing, family. I'm on here saying, I see you. And so I'm going to provide some content, some time out the day to where you can be you and just, hey, you know what? I appreciate Brett doing the work right now. Like my brother Shalimar said, you know, I was just talking to some people about it. So he like, man, I appreciate somebody else saying it, so I know I ain't tripping. What's up, baby?
Did you know Mommy accidentally sent us to a woman to Scotia was taking me to where the desk was at and then we until the day since it's Christmas Eve we got to open our dollhouse.
Okay, baby. Okay. So one thing for certain, man, when you know you doing what you supposed to do, don't worry, man. You're going to see a lot of people changing up, man. You're going to see a lot of people changing up. But at the same time, be glad you can see. Be glad you can see who changing up on your ass. So you know who really, you know what I'm saying, who probably need a little more help from you. But this they way of, you know, crying out. We got to be able to notice that type of stuff. So we can do our best to be there for each other, you know what I mean? But if you don't notice it, it's going to be hard for you to help your brother or your sister when they drowning. You feel me? When they drowning. But when you done been through so much, like I tell people, bro, when you know you got up off your ass and had to dig yourself up out of what you was in, you know what it looked like when you see somebody else going through that. You know what it looked like. You like, man, you know what? Let me go on and help them for somebody else see them out here like this and it turn them into a monster. Because you'll be surprised how many people, like, the fights start over, you know, the passion fights, right? Why are you looking at me? What you looking at, bro? I don't know you, bro. You don't know me. Like, come on, bro. That's a whole bunch of psychological battles going on where it's like, man, I'm the nigga who mad because you looking at him like, bro, I'm over here doing bad. What the hell you looking at, bro? Like, you must see that and you keep looking like, man, bro, I'm finna make you feel my pain. But if you feel somebody's pain and you you respond to that accordingly like you're supposed to, provide a solution, be a solution. We lenders, not borrowers. That means we are solution orientated. That's why the world is so great now, because everybody done had to get a little piece of us. Like, hey, come over here and work for me type shit. Like, come on, bro. Let me tell you our true culture. Our true culture is to be of service. And we felt like if we not of service, we ain't doing shit. We useless. But here it is, that was turned on his head no different than us being in nature. You feel me? Them turn around and creating their own little system that make you obsolete within their system. So now you will mentally kill yourself because you like, I don't fit in. But there's a sense of connection to nature within you that you lost connection to, that you like, dang, I supposed to though. I supposed to fit into this. But you fitting into the wrong system. You need to tap back into nature. You need to tap back into nature. Y'all get ready, man. The retreats is coming. The family reunion is coming, G. We gonna be at the family reunion in July. Are you coming? You should. You should. Because I'm pretty sure you could use a break from always having to fight with people that ain't necessarily on the same vibration you on. Shout out to you, Miss BX. And shout out to everybody that's tuning in. But when it comes to the family reunion, we come to the family reunion to recharge. To be reminded, you know what? I ain't tripping at all. This what my family do. We uplift, we elevate. But just like anything in life, you're gonna be met with some pressure. Something that's not on your side. But you gain strength from going against the grain. Only the dead, only the dead fish go with the current. You build strength going against the current. Yeah, you build strength going against the current. So if life been kicking your ass or you feel like life been on your head, all right, that mean you on your way, G. But you just got to change how you look at it. Life ain't kicking your ass. Life is shaping and molding you to bring out the gold in you. To bring it out. To bring it out. We all are gold miners. You hear me? Get that. We all are gold mines. But you got to tap into it. Stop sitting on your gold mine. Get out here and work it. Get out here and work it. As sure as you might not know what the work is, you gonna bump your head. You gonna do what's necessary. But over time, you gonna find your way. But you're not gonna find your way by letting people quench your spirit. That's what's done happen. A lot of us don't want to do shit because somebody done quenched our spirit, and then we feel like it wouldn't matter what I say regardless. It wouldn't matter what I say regardless. Shoot, bro, don't get me started on them clothes, man. Like I said, bro, a lot of us, well, like we said, you feel me? Like we said, a lot of us vibration is so jacked off because of the clothes we wear. We done bought into this shit so hard, bro. We can't even break ourselves from wearing the trend. Can't even recognize we are the trend. Feel me? We are the trend. That's true. Pain produces progress. Tell yourself that. Because for a lot of us, we wind up ruining our progress because we start complaining and losing sight when we feel the pain. Not to mention, a lot of us, we try to take things to numb us from the pain. So we can't even enjoy the relief for real, for real. You can't even enjoy the relief for real, because you know there's still work to do. There is still something wrong with your ass. But all you did was, hey, block it out for a little bit. And for a long time, we've been blocking out shit to the point we can't even, not even say, let's take that back. We haven't been paying attention to what's beneficial to us. We haven't. Because we've been too busy being distracted. But I'm going to tell you, the God within you, the greatness within you, it's still there. It's still there. Waiting to be tapped into. Waiting to be activated. And like I said, for some of us, you got to get your uniform right, G. Some of us got to put the whole uniform on before we can even break free and be able to fly. Like, don't get me wrong. I could cut my hair and still be the same person. You hear me? But I had to go through this process in order to become the person I am, though. Feel me? Had to. And I chose to, honestly. I chose to break from everything I once knew. Man, I don't play no games with y'all, bro. I ain't talk on this thing for at least about 4 years when I first got on the internet and realized there was people out here that felt like this and talked like this, you feel me? And put it all together, connecting the dots. So don't feel bad if you don't come straight out talking. But keep it in mind that you got something to say. And when the time come your way, open your mouth and just let it flow. Just let it flow, y'all. It's like I said, man, sometimes I just open my mouth, man. You just gotta be willing. And the ancestors to speak through, man. You got so many ancestors that would love to speak to you, but you won't even open your mouth long enough for them to recognize that you got the gift. Or you are willing at least. You know, for a lot of us, you gotta get your mind right, man. Take some time to yourself. Even if you gotta sit back and cry to your ancestors and just let them know. Let them know how you feeling. Let them know what's going on with you. Because they waiting on you to ask for help. They waiting to help you. And you will see One day you gonna open your mouth and the truth gonna fly out. But don't turn back. Don't get scared. Don't get scared because what they did to people before you. But they ain't tell you. They ain't tell you, okay, yeah, they might have killed Christ, right? But what about the other people? They ain't tell you how they denied him and felt like shit. Peter felt like shit for denying Christ, right? Judas felt like shit for denying Christ and killed himself. Like, what you think you gonna feel like for denying the Christ in you? And they got us so caught up in this holiday. Or, yeah, that's all it is, a holiday. Damn sure ain't no holy day. The way we done disgraced it. The way we done disgraced it. Because we done fell straight into the inside joke. The inside joke is Xmas means the massacre of the Christ figure. And they talking shit about a motherfucker on the time when he's supposed to been born. These same people that said chivalry dead. Why? Because they killed the motherfuckers who did give a damn. Man, shout out to my big bro, Swab Beezy in the building. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the Argument League. But yeah, bro, you don't want to be that person. When you look back in history and say, man, dang, I'm the nigga who didn't do what I was supposed to do. You don't think your grandkids, your kids gonna feel away for what you didn't do? For what you didn't do. Don't get it twisted, man. I deal in balance. You know, there's a proper time for everything. For everything. A proper time. I think my sister Janelle in here. If she is, shout out to her. Sister is a great artist. A great artist. We're gonna be collabing very soon, you feel me? Like, I really wanna put my words over her doing her artwork. But again, y'all, like, don't get so caught up in what y'all trying to get up out this system that you lose yourself. Yeah, definitely, most definitely. Shout out to the B1 Network. Shout out to those folks that's coming together and making the changes that they want to see. That's the main thing. Making the changes they want to see, man. Yeah, I thought that was you, fam. I thought that was you, man. Shout out to you too. Man, I really do appreciate y'all, man. Like, we're gonna continue to go up. And reason why I'm calling this series I mentioned y'all is because I'm talking about the greatness of us in these series. I'm talking about how we can resolve our issues rather than keep on being focused on other people, man. Like my big bro say, Swab Beezy, he say, if you gotta hate somebody else to love yourself, you gotta hate somebody else to love yourself, man, something ain't right, G. Something ain't right. I appreciate you, Miss BX, for subbing. Appreciate you. Make sure you share this to 3 people, the mother, the father, and the child. Share it so we can put that energy of protection out for our families. That's how I look at it. You know, it's the things that you do now. It's the things that you do now that's going to cover your family. Shout out to you, Star Sage. Shout out to you. Make sure you share family so we can increase the synergy around here. Increase the energy around here. You know, for a lot of us, we don't want to have to say some of this. Let me say it then. Let me say it. I say it for you. I say it for you. Have no problem. Honestly speaking, it's what I was sent to do. And I'm very thankful that you listen. I'm very thankful that you hear. Because I could be just talking to myself. You feel me? I could be just out here. And honestly speaking, it's been times. Many times. It's been a long time I've been talking to myself. So, you know, or I felt like I was talking to myself, but I realized the whole time I was talking to y'all. But sometimes, you know, it takes a while for things to manifest. It takes a while for things to manifest. Man. Shout out to my bro Taz. I don't want nobody to get that twisted. Shout out to my bro Taz. Because again, y'all, we all got a part in this. We all got a part in it. And when people out here playing their part, it don't hurt you to acknowledge it. It do not hurt for you to acknowledge it. If anything, again, it shows some about you. It shows the greatness within you to me. The fact that you don't have a problem acknowledging the greatness in others shows the greatness in you. Because you can't acknowledge some shit that ain't in you. You can't. It just don't work like that. It just don't work like that. Sure. Me and the babies done had a good little morning. We done got up, got our teas in, done did some piano lessons, had a cap full of vinegar, get our stomachs right. Like, I'm teaching them not to eat for taste, you feel me? But to eat for health. And if your food be your medicine, you won't have to take none of that other stuff. You won't have to take none of that other stuff if your food is your medicine, you feel me? So, it's just something to encourage my people further, you feel me? Not to make you feel like, oh man, I ain't on point. Nah, you on point. You where you need to be. You where you need to be. And since you here, I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. And again, like it be, it flowed through me from the ancestors, honestly. From the ancestors. I try to stay in tune with what they give me and try not to speak of myself because those things will come back up on you. It will come back up on you. So it's just best to, do what you know. And everything else, learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's actually gonna make you better. It's gonna make you better. Try not to be so hard on yourself within this system, man. Most of all, take some time to detox and go out into nature. I would suggest you do it every month, for real, for real. Especially those who, like to have a very versed diet, like to eat what you want. At least take some time to give your body a break. Because your body is really fucking with you. Like, it's letting you do all this shit you want to do, but give your body a break too. Just like you need a break sometimes, give your body a break. Truth be told, when you think you need a break, that's your body saying that shit. But it has to, send a message to you mentally. But you forget, now it's time to take that break, detox your body, and revitalize your body. You feel me? Revitalize. Don't forget that part. Because a lot of us, we detox and forget to revitalize. Man, that's what's up. That's why I say, man, in time, those who are in line will align with each other. In time, those who are aligned will get in line with each other. You feel me? And I'm not surprised that, we doing similar things. But, I also got to leave room for those who may come in to adjust, to crawl until they able to run and then fly. Peace to my sister Melanated Goddess. You know what I'm talking about? Peace to you, sis. I definitely, like I said, I appreciate y'all showing up. Please make sure to share this live, family. And if you can, support. I ain't gonna lie. I let everything go. When my son got sick, I had to let a lot of things go, bro. Not to mention, I'm glad it happened. Because if it wasn't for my son getting sick, I probably would just kept on getting more and more comfortable. Because I was able to thrive in that shit. I figured out how to do that shit and was just like, man, ask my big bro. I'm at work. Like, this is my job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I own the building, doing what I want to do. So when the time came, with the situation with my son, I had to make a decision. Like, man, this shit, he need me hands-on. He need me around more than not. Because everybody else is saying they don't got time to do it. I'm talking about simple shit. Simple shit. Like, I was told my son got to be on an antibiotic because motherfucker don't feel like wiping his ass good. I said, huh? Why are you changing his diaper if you're not going to wipe his ass good? Like, these are simple things, but when you recognize some people had an opportunity to get online and chose not to, you can't even be surprised no more the shit that come out their mouth. Just be like, I'm glad you said that so I can do what I need to do. I'm glad you said that. Because if I wasn't paying attention to what you just said, man, I'd be looking crazy right now, still expecting you to do certain things. Stop living your life and letting expectations linger around, or that shit gonna tear you down. I promise you. What's going on? Some who? Some money. You do your work today? You worked out?
I forgot.
Still gotta work out. You almost done with all your work. I got you though. Glad you willing to do the work. Okay, baby? Yeah, family. Like that's another thing. Like I'm trying to teach the babies how, how to get things done before they just expect to do other stuff like go have fun. Like right now, she really just trying to get some money so she can count. And I appreciate that. Like y'all gotta set a tone with y'all family so when they come around y'all, they know like, all right, I gotta talk to daddy about this type of stuff. Like I used to be like that with my father. I used to find myself talking to him about sports all the time just because I knew that's what he was into, type of thing. You feel me? So for a lot of us, if you want your kids to be into stuff, you gotta show them that's what you into. But don't be sitting around doing a whole bunch of other shit and then be like, no, but I'm into this. Like, no, show that by the example that you show. Show it. And believe it or not, your kids want to make you happy too. So they'll start showing you like, hey, daddy, I'm into this too. Hey, mommy, I'm into that too. Hey, mommy, I can draw. I've been seeing you draw. Look, that's how I got started. Sure, I walked in the living room, seeing my mama drawing a teddy bear. I was like, wow, you drew that? And it automatically hit me like, that's my mama doing that, right? So if that's my mama doing that, I can do that too. I just got to sit down and do it. And once I sat down and started doing it, it just took flight from there. Just took a whole nother life of its own. You feel me? Nah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe, family, and make sure you check out the other videos, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I be pouring my heart out on here. A lot of times I pour out my heart because, I got people in my family I can't talk to. Can't have these conversations with. So the thorn in my side be, you know what, I'm gonna get this out here to the people who need it. Maybe it wasn't necessarily for that person at the time. They do wind up coming back around and say, you know what, you remember that you was talking about? I think I know what you was talking about. Let's finish that conversation. And I'm always glad to have it. I really appreciate it. So if you one of those people that's listening right now that need to have a follow-up conversation with me, feel free to reach out, man. I put up my number on the last live, so I don't play no games. Like, I ain't worried about all that nonsense that other people be worried about. I'm putting myself out here. Like I said, if y'all can, make sure y'all support. Anything is is appreciated. You know what I mean? One of my first supports came from somebody who sent me just $2. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I was like, man, appreciate that shit, bro. Because it's the thought that counts. That I ain't gonna lie to you, it let me know I was going in the right direction. The fact that this brother was willing to support me, this somebody from my past. You know what I'm saying? And I had just ran back into bro, and he going through his own thing. But he felt like, you know what? I appreciate what you doing. I appreciate what you doing. And I gotta make sure to shout my brother out. If any of y'all know the brother, y'all make sure to let him know that I shouted him out, man. Shout out my brother Trent Shelton. Man, I'd be remiss not to mention my brother Suave. Like, I tell you what, bro, there be times when you go through things because you live in this path. And you need to make sure you know who your Underground Railroad is. I had to find out over time, after this brother already done been there for me, that, hey, he really is my brother. Like, for my sister, for a lot of y'all, I'm going to show y'all how y'all look at it. Look at the so-called opposing sign. Your so-called opposing sign in your astrology. That's your brother. That's your sister. If you look in your circle of friends and you got that person around, no wonder that connection is so close. No matter if y'all talk all the time, it's just, it's just there. Like, I don't gotta talk to bro all the time. But if I call my brother and say, bro, I need you, man, shit gonna shake. Shit gonna shake. Shout out to my brother Trip D's. Shout out to my brother Scorpio Bay. Shout out to all the sisters who done came over here and supported me. You know what I'm saying? Just off the brink. Because, the sisters are best judges of character. They know who's who. They know when a motherfucker talking like a fool and when you ain't. You know what I mean? So, before we get through, you know what I'm saying, let's make sure we go through and shout out the people, you feel me? Shout out Trip C's. Shout out Christian Key. Shout out Shalimar and his family. Shout out Leah. Shout out K-Shell. Shout out Shabo. Shout out Westside Rider. Shout out my brother London. Shout out Janelle. Shout out Vivid LLC Art Meditation. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with that sister on all platforms. On all platforms, please. Shout out Star the Sage. Shout out Miss BX. Shout out the Argument League. Shout out Alikia. Shout out Lily Ferguson. Oh yeah, as far as the opposing sign, love, like for me, being a Gemini, the opposing sign is, well, I'm a Gemini Cancer, so I'm just gonna pick one right now. But the opposing sign for Gemini is Sagittarius. Let me see if I can't pull that up for y'all, cause I might just go on and go down the list of everybody's shit. But yeah, your opposing sign represents, you know, who your family is. That's why you sus like that. You know what I'm saying? No play. You know what it is. That's why we click like we do. That's why I'm trying to, you know, show people that them patterns, so you don't wind up jacking it for yourself. You feel me? You do not wind up jacking it for yourself. Scorpios in the building. Oh yeah, you see I had to shout out my brother Scorpio Bay. But shout out to you too, Lily. You been a Scorpio. Scorpios are very spiritual people, man. I would encourage my Scorpio people not to be scared of their power. Because a lot of Scorpios, like, they get into they shadow work and they start getting quick revelations and they become scared of their power. You feel me? So I would definitely encourage y'all not to be scared of y'all power once you feel it. Like my brother was telling me the other night, he was like, man, I started noticing my power when I was young and using it, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't necessarily using it in the right way. You know, who wanted to know Cancer? Cancer's opposing sign is a Capricorn. But again, that's why later on in life, me and my mom, like me being a Gemini Cancer, as I got later in my teenage years, me and my mom began to, be at odds, so to speak. Never got too crazy or none of that, but I just couldn't make sense of her in my life, you know. At times I felt like she didn't love me, you know. Not that she ever did anything to abuse me, so to speak, in them times, but it just, I don't know, it was just pulling at me like, you don't love me like that. You feel me? Aries opposing sign is Libra. And again, if you don't show love to your opposing sign or learn to appreciate your opposing sign, they become your nemesis, your rival. So don't get it twisted. Taurus opposing sign is Scorpio. Like I said, Gemini, Sagittarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces, and vice versa. Pisces is Virgo, Aquarius is Leo, Capricorn is Cancer, Sagittarius is Gemini, Scorpio is Taurus, Libra is Aries. And when it comes to dealing with, there's something else I want to show y'all as far as the different signs. Oh yeah, they very fucking powerful, G. Alright, one last thing I want to tell y'all, like, as far as the positive and negative, please do not get caught up in that, because that's how you spinning your wheels. Positive has a place and negative has a place. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me, family, so we can increase the algorithm, and share the link, please. Fire sign of the positive, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Air of the positive, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Negative, on the negative end, we got the Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Water, negative. On the negative end, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You find yourself being a cuspian, recognize at some point you're going to be focused on balance. You're going to be able to see duality like no other. And what you saying, baby?
I worked out today.
You did? What workouts you do today? Come here.
Push-ups, and
Come here.
jacks.
You did push-ups and jumping jacks today?
Yeah.
How that make you feel?
Good.
Make you feel? I can't hear you. You don't sound like you feel good. You gotta let it out. You feel what?
Good.
All right. Now that you did your workout, let me go find you some.
Money.
Yep. Definitely gonna find you some money. I think I got some on me. Yep. Tell me how much this is.
How much this is?
How much is that? That's 5 cents and that's 5 cents.
10.
There you go. Now you know how much money you got, girl. You don't want to be walking around don't know how much money you got on you. You feel me? Nequa in the building. Ain't no question. Y'all gonna have to feel it. Man, we gotta get together, Nequa, cause I've been stepping it up on my poems. So I'm ready to get the spoken in as well as we gotta get together. I would love for you to help me out on this Suave interview because I want this to be epic. Like, man, bro done put that work in and continuously puts that work in. I want us to be able to show our support. Um, while his energy is very high right now, you feel me? This his times. Sag is in the building, you feel me? Appreciate all the Sages in my life. Shout out Dolo the Moore. Dolo the Moore, man. Shout out my brother, man. That was one of the major Sages in my life. Hey, y'all playing with me right now with these signs, the little symbols, instead of telling me what your sign is. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got all these little symbols down pat. What's your sign, Nico and Shabo? Is that a Virgo or something?
So this is
Nah. Is it? What's up, baby?
and I add 5 and 5 into these, the 10 to these two, and then add these two numbers, it'll be probably 11.
Think about it. Say 10 and then add 2 more. Count.
10,
11,
11,
12.
12.
So how much you got?
12.
Exactly. Good job.
Because I had 2 before, then I got 2 more.
Good job, big girl. Keep it up. Matter of fact, get y'all jackets ready. We finna go see mommy.
Yay!
I really do appreciate y'all, man. I ain't even want to step away for real. But we definitely gonna get back to it. Y'all make sure y'all check out the reaction videos I done put up recently. Definitely something for you to get from that. Like, y'all gonna see what's going on around this world. Like, we started out talking about getting y'all crowns. Look at the video I got on the channel about the corona crowns. Secrets they don't want to tell y'all. As well, check out the video, things doctors don't want to tell you. Things doctors don't want to tell you. We gonna keep it coming. Like, y'all make sure y'all drop comments. Let me know what y'all want to see. Because this for us to uplift each other. I really want to get to the point I'm showing y'all these past life regression videos. So for a lot of us, we can make sense of some of the things that don't make sense in this lifetime. You like, hold on, why this happening when I ain't even did nothing for this? But there's certain things that come with us into this lifetime. So it would be very revealing for us. Yes. It would be very revealing for us all to tap into that conversation. So I look forward to it. Please do that, Alikia. Please do that. Again, family, make sure y'all take the time to be sensitive enough to yourself to when you know you out of gas. Or know when you full of gas and it's time to go. You feel me? So with that being said, I love you as myself, and it ain't nothing you can do about it, as we are one. And I'm glad we're still in connection. Kinfo, let me see what they talking about. 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 Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table. We about to break it all down. So we about to what? Break bread right now. Lovely day. I love you, sis, man. Peace out. I'm gonna be back in a few. Appreciate you. Share the link. Subscribe.